Today it's all about seed starting. I have my 5-gallon bucket here with some seedling mix. I'm at my sink. I'm going to fill it up with water, and then we are going to pot up our pansies. So I've actually added just enough water here for it to come together when I squeeze it in my hands. Not having any water actually drip out of it. So I went to the other side and I got my pansies that I germinated about 2 weeks ago. I had them on a heat mat just for a little bit. I took them off the heat mat because I really don't think they want to be that warm. But anyway, they've been under the grow lights. You can see I have a little bit of germination here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each little seedling, I'm going to pot them up in this bigger pot. I'll probably put 5 in each one. This just gives them a bigger vessel to grow in. So I'll flip the camera back around and I'll show you the process. There, now I have all of my little pots full. So I use a little skewer and I go and I put about 5 holes in each of the little pots. I do 1 in each of the 4 corners, and I do 1 in the center. And then I start on the end here. You can see these 2 little guys in this last cell, and I take each one out and I simply put it in its little spot in its new space. So here it is. You can see little pansies, got some roots on it. I stick it in there. I just kind of push it down with the skewer, and then it has a new home. Then I'll go back in. I'll grab the next one. See the little roots there? And stick it in. And put dirt around it, and I'll continue on until I have all of the little seedlings in this first little tray transferred into their new home. And if you just take the root and kind of push it down with your skewer and guide it into its little hole. There, the first 5 are done. Go on to the next one. Put my 5 little holes in there. And I'm putting the seedling in until all the roots are covered and just the little bit of greenery is sticking out. I kind of filter through the holes over here to make sure I haven't forgotten any. None really germinated in that one. There are 2 in this one. Just kind of push that down in there. I have 2 different kinds of pansies here. I have a giant mix and I have it's called a frizzle sizzle. And to be honest, I thought I had them marked, and I turned my tray around one day when I was watering them and I wasn't sure what end was which, so I'm really not sure if these are the frizzle sizzle I'm working on or the giant mix. It doesn't really matter. I'll be able to tell when I see little blossoms on them what color they are. If I were selling them, it would be a different story. I would kind of want to make sure I knew what variety was where, but it's okay this time. So just keep going along here. And once you start to do this, you'll realize how resilient these little guys are. Look at those roots. It's only been about 2 weeks. So, all done. So here they are all planted, 5 in each container. So I ended up with 45, and then I think there were 2 in this one, so 47. And I still have a few trays left that when I have a little bit of germination on the left side on the other variety, and when I get a little more germination, I will transfer those over into the bigger pots. There we go. Now I don't fertilize, I just have never felt the need to. I also don't really have a lot of problem with any insects or bugs or gnats. I do kind of keep an eye on it. I'm prepared if that happens. So all I'm going to do now is give these a nice little spritz of water. I'll put them back under the grow lights. I have mine on for about 16 hours at a time, and we'll check on them in a couple weeks.